My name's Tony Porter, and my wife Beatrice and I sold everything in London and bought Burgh Island at great risk to ourselves in 1986. The new owners have put 200 solar panels on the island, and the latest thing is this concrete building which is being put on the rocks overlooking the lovely Mermaid pool. Well, we understand that it's going to be called another suite for the hotel, and it's going to be perched on the rocks well to the left, about 100 yards from the hotel. It was originally called an extra suite for the hotel itself, rather a long way we thought, but now they've changed it and it's called the pool house, and it overlooks the Mermaid pool that way and the beach this way. Beatrice and I attended the relevant planning meeting in Totnes about a month ago, and we were taken aback to find that it went in favour of the application, 4 votes to 3. It would have been for all if our own councillor had attended, but she didn't. I stood up to speak at one time, but I was told to sit down because the public aren't allowed to speak. So sadly, that's what's happened. People say to me, why am I doing this when I live 15 minutes away from the island and I can't even see the island from there anymore? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is just as important as when we were there. As I said, we lived there for 16 years and went through hell and high water, and we love that place to death, absolutely. And the same applies to many, many people who live in Bigbury-on-Sea around here, and I would say nearly 100 of them have been in touch with me one way or the other to say, can't you do something to stop this monstrosity being put on our precious rocks? So what I'm doing, rather than paying thousands of pounds to get solicitors, etc., I have a very important petition, and it's online. All people have to put is Burgh Island petition, and up it pops, and it explains the whole situation. And I'm glad to say that we are nearly up to 2,500 approvals after exactly a week. So I'm hoping that there'll be many, many more, and it might start to have an effect not only on the council but maybe on the developers themselves. We're hoping against hope that the owners of the island themselves might in some way modify what they're creating so that it becomes more acceptable to the many, many people who come to Burgh Island every summer.